morning everyone. Today again we are going to start simple interest. In the last term we have discussed few questions of simple interest. In class I have told you what is simple interest, and we have seen some formula of simple interest. We have discussed about principal, about rate, time and amount, and we have seen that simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100, where P is principal, R is rate and T is time. And I told you few conditions of calculating time, that when a date is given, then the date on which loan is taken will not be counted, but the date at which we have returned the loan is always counted. And to convert days into year, we divide it by 365. We do not look forward whether it is a normal year or a leap year, always divided by 365. I hope all of you have understood it. Learn all the formula, because without formula you are not able to solve it. So today again we are doing some remaining questions of exercise first, simple interest. And second thing I told, remind you all that in exercise there are various questions. The questions that I solved in the video are for classwork, and the same question that depends on that are related with those that I have solved in the video have been given in homework. If some questions are left, then they are neither homework nor classwork. You may practice them if you want in a rough copy, but maybe they are not important, or they are same as we have solved it, so I have left them. So you need not to worry about those questions, only solve for classwork and homework. And if time left and you have a sufficient time and you want to solve them, you can in your rough copy. So let us start our video. Okay class, so today we are going to start again exercise 8A, and question number 8 is, at what rate percent of simple interest will a sum of money double itself in 12 years? It is given you that the sum of money double itself means if principal is x, then amount will be 2x. Double means it will become double of it, and the time is given 12 years. So first we will write whatever is given to us. Time is given to us as time t is equal to 12 years. Then a sum of money double itself. Suppose let principal P is equal to rupees X, then amount A will is equal to double of X, means rupees 2X. It will double it. And they are asking rate. What they are asking? They are asking rate. So we put question mark in front of rate. Okay. Now we know amount and we know principal, that it is X and it is 2X, but we don't know the simple interest. So we put the formula of amount. Amount is equal to amount A is equal to principal plus simple interest. So simple interest is equal to amount minus this P will go there, amount minus principal. Now amount is 2x and principal is x, so simple interest will equal to x. So we are having simple interest is equal to x. Now we will solve for simple interest. We'll put the formula of simple interest and we will find the rate. So what is the formula of simple interest? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. We put the values of each one. Simple interest is x, P is equal to again x, R we do not know, time 12, 100 is 100. Okay, then we do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means suppose first we will write this 2 here. 12 into x, 12x into r upon 100 is equal to x, or r is equal to 100 into x. This 100 will go in numerator and this 12x will comes in denominator. R is equal to 100x upon 12x. This x and this x cancel each other. Then 4 3s are 12 and 4 25s are 100. So we are having 25 upon 3, and 25 upon 3 is 8 whole 1 upon 3, and since it is a rate, so it will be in percentage per annum, यानी कि per year. In a year, rate is 8 whole 1 upon 3 percentage, and that is our answer. Okay. Next, one thing I would like to discuss with you, class. A student of your class has messaged me. In fact, she commented in a video to me that, ma'am, please upload only one video. Either increase the time duration to 30 minutes, but please upload one video. I would like to say that, beta, if I upload one video, it will not possible to complete your maths course, and if I increase the duration, it will be somehow it will be boredom for you to watch a video, one video of 30 minutes. And if I decrease the time and post two videos of 15 to 20 minutes, then it will be easy for you to watch a single video at one day and another video at in second day, because you have now only the week, and in week there are only 2 videos of maths. So I think that this is not much burden to you, because if I upload only one video, it will be very difficult for me to complete the course, and for you also, beta. So try to understand my view, and please cooperate with because right now we have no other option and we have to study in the same way. So cooperate with me. And PDF I am just sending because class 7th and 8th are small children, and many questions comes to me to please provide PDF of certain chapter or like that, because it is not possible for them to copy from the video. Someone is saying I'm not able to copy from it, and so on. So for your convenience, I'm sending the video, I'm sending the PDF. But sending PDF doesn't mean that you only copy the answers, solutions from the PDF and do not watch the video. If you will do so, and I again receive complaints such that, I'll stop sending PDF of the solutions. If again I got such complaints that you people are not watching the video and only writing down the solutions from the PDF, then I will not provide PDF. So don't do this. PDF is just for your convenience to write if video is not clear to you, or somehow the browsing is not good in your area, internet is not very good, and you are not able to see it in clearly vision, and you are having a problem of noting down from a running video. That is why I am sending the PDF. That doesn't mean that you only need PDF for a solution. You don't need to watch the video. Okay, so don't do this. And if somebody knows that this is happening, so tell me also. Okay, now we'll move towards the next question. It is the question number 9. So question number 9 is simple interest on a certain sum is 9 upon 16 of the sum. Find the rate percent and the time if both are numerically equal. A very good question and very easy also. It is given that simple interest on a certain sum means principal, is 9 upon 16 of the sum. Means if we suppose that let sum means principal is rupees X, then according to question, simple interest on a certain sum is 9 upon 16 of the sum. Means simple interest will be 9 upon 16 into X, and they are asking to find rate and to find time if both are numerically equal. Means our rate and time are equal to each other. Okay, so we have to keep it in mind. Next we will apply the formula of rate. The formula of rate is SI into 100 upon P into T. Okay, then we put the values. SI is 9 upon 16x. 100 is 100. Principal is X and time is equal to rate. Okay, so R comes 2 times. Yes, na? And when these are multiplied with this, first we will cancel X. X and X will cancel each other. Okay, this R multiplied this R becomes R square is equal to 9 upon 16 into 100. This R goes with this R with cross scissor multiplication. R into R is R square. 9 upon 16 and 100 are left. X cancel out. Now we will cancel it by 4. 4 4s and 4 25s. So it comes here 9 into 25 upon 4. Now I am not going to multiply it. Why? I am not going to multiply it because the numbers that are written here are the perfect squares. 9 is the perfect square of 3. 25 is the perfect square of 5 and 4 is the perfect square of 2. So you can write 3 into 5 upon 2 ka whole square is equal to R square. Now square of powers of 2 number are same, therefore their base will be same. So this will imply R is equal to 3 into 5 upon 2. 3 into 5 means 15 upon 2 and 15 upon 2 is 7.5. 7.5 means if rate comes out to be 7.5, so R is equal to 7.5 means 7 whole 1 upon 2 percentage per annum. And rate and time both are numerically equal, so time is equal to rate is equal to 7 whole 1 upon 2 years. So we are having two things. We are having rate is equal to 7 whole 1 upon 2 percentage per annum and time is equal to 7 whole 1 upon 2 years, and this is your answer. So when it comes with time, unit will be years, and if it comes with rate, unit will be percentage per annum. Next we will solve question number 13. Let us see question number 13. What sum of money lent at 12 whole 1 upon 2 percentage per annum will produce the same interest in 4 years as rupees 8,560 produces in 5 years at 12% per annum? It is given what sum of money, means they are asking principal, lent at 12 whole 1 upon 2 percentage per annum, means rate is given, will produce the same interest in 4 years as second amount is principal is given, it will produce in 5 years with 12% rate. So first we will calculate the simple interest for a sum which is asked and then which is given, and then we will put them equal. So first we suppose let the sum be rupees X. So simple interest for rupees X with rate is equal to 12 whole 1 upon 2 percentage, means 25 upon 2 percentage, and time is equal to 4 years. So for this, first we will calculate simple interest will be P into R into T upon 100, and then we put the values. P is X, R is 25 upon 2, 2 will come in denominator, T is 4, and 100 is already here in the denominator. Now something cancels. 25 ones are 25, 4s are 4 and 4 cancel each other. So we get simple interest is equal to X upon 2. Now simple interest on rupees 8,560 for time is equal to 5 years and rate is equal to 12%. So now we'll calculate simple interest for this with this. So simple interest will be, again we use the formula P into R into T upon 100, and we put all the values. 8560 into R is 12, T is 5 and 2 zeros. So 0 goes with 0 and 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 2 ones are and 2 6 are. Now when we multiply 856 into 6, we get rupees 5136. So simple interest for this sum is this, and simple interest for this sum X is this. Now they have said in the question that will produce same interest, mean both simple interest are same. So we write, now it is given that both simple interest are same. It is given. So X upon 2 is equal to 5136, or X is equal to 2 into 5136. When you multiply, you will get rupees 10272. Okay, it means you will have the sum which is asked is rupees 10,272, and that is your answer. Homework is question number 11. Question number 11 will be homework for you. Okay. So now we are going to solve question number 17. Question number 17 is the simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years at 8% per annum is 96 rupees more than the simple interest on the same sum for 2 years at 9% per annum. Find the sum. So they have said that simple interest on a certain sum means whatever is the sum, for that particular sum, the simple interest, if rate is 8% and time is 3 years, then simple interest on it is 96 rupees more than the simple interest on it if rate is 9% and time is 2 years, and you need to find the sum. So to solve this particular question, we will suppose let the sum means principal. So let the sum means principal is equal to rupees X. So we will find the value of X. Then they have said the simple interest on X when rate is, in the first case rate is 8% and time is 3 years. So we will calculate simple interest for it. The simple interest, if we write it as 1 means on first case, then it will be P into R into T upon 100. We'll put all the values. X into 8 into 3 upon 100. It goes with 4. 4 2s are 8 and 4 25s are 100. So it becomes 3 into 2, 6x upon 25. That is the simple interest for the first case. Now for second case, simple interest on x when rate is, in second case rate is 9% and time is 2 years. So SI, if for second case we write it 2, then again we will use the formula P into R into T upon 100. When we put the value x into 9 into 2 upon 100, it cancels with 2 ones are and 2 fives are and 0. So it will be 9x upon 50. This is the second simple interest in second case. Now it is said the simple interest for the first case is 96 more than the simple interest on the second. So we will write according to question, difference between these two simple interests mean S1 minus S2. SI1 and SI2 is rupees 96. So SI1 is 6x upon 25 and SI2 is 9x upon 50 is equal to 96. Now we will take LCM. LCM of 25 and 50 is 50. It will be multiplied by 2. So 6 2s are 12x minus 9x is equal to 96. Or 9 goes from 12 gives you 3. 3x upon 50 is equal to 96, or x is equal to 96 into 50 upon 3. 3 ones are, 3 threes are, 3 twos are. When you multiply 32 by 50, it will be 1600 in rupees. And x is what? X is the sum. So sum is rupees 1600 and that will be your answer. Means in both the cases we have calculated SI. We have calculated SI for the first condition and then for the second condition. And their difference is 96, that it is said that in first case SI is more than 96 than other. So their difference will be equal to 96. So in this way we have solved question number 17. Now we will move towards the next question, which is question number 19. Let us read the question from the book. So question 19 is divide 6,000 into 2 parts. Divide 6,000 into 2 parts so that the SI on the first part for 9 months at 12% per annum is equal to SI on the second part for 1/2 years at 10% per annum. In this case also we will compute SI for both the cases. 2 cases are given and we will compute SI for both the cases and then we will put them equal to each other. Why equal to each other? In question it is said that SI on the first part for this is equal to SI on the second part for this and this. Rate and time is different. So first we will suppose that let the first part be rupees X. Let first part is equal to rupees X. So we have to divide what? We have to divide 6,000. If first part is X, then second part will be 6,000 minus X. So we will write then second part is equal to rupees 6,000 minus X, because we have to divide 6,000 into 2 parts. If it one part is X, then other part will be this. Now we will compute SI for both the cases. SI on rupees X at rate is 12% and time is 9 months. 9 month means you need to divide it by 12 to convert it into years, because time is in year in our formula. So 3 3s are and 3 4s are. It comes out to be 3/4 years. Okay. Then we put the formula of SI. SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. We'll put the value. Now P is X and R is 12 and time is 3 upon 4. So 4 will come out in the denominator and 100 is already in the denominator. Okay, now cancel something. 4 1s are and 4 3s are. And next nothing will be cancelled. What is left? 3 3s are 9 and X. 9x upon 100. This is your simple interest on X, means this will not, we will support as 1 because here the principal is different for both the cases. So the simple interest, or you can say consider it as 1, no matter. So it is simple interest first, means SI on X, first case. Now we will compute another case. Now for the second case, SI on rupees 6,000 minus X at 10%, when rate is 10% and time is 1 whole 1 upon 2, means 3 upon 2 year. Then we will write it as SI2 and we will use the formula, put all the values of P, R and T and cancel 0 and 0. Next, 3 into 6,000 minus 8. So we will multiply it. 3 into 6,000 means 18,000 minus 3x whole upon 20. Or we can say 18,000 upon 20 minus 3x upon 20. 0 goes with 0, 2 1s are and 2 9s are. So it will come out to be 900 minus 3x upon 20. It is our SI2. Now according to question, both SI are equal, means SI1 is equal to SI2. So I'll put them equal to each other. SI1 is 9x upon 100 and SI2 is 900 minus 3x upon 20. So what we will do next, we'll put the x on one side. So we bring 3x upon 20 from this side to this side. It will become plus 3x upon 20. Change plus from minus is equal to 900. Then we will take the LCM of these two things, 20 and 100. LCM will be 100. The numerator, it will be 9x plus 25s are, so 3 5s are 15x is equal to 900. And when you add it, you will get 24x upon 100 is equal to 900, or x is equal to 900 into 100 upon 24. Okay, then you will cancel it with the table of 4 6s are and 4 25s are. Then it goes with 3 2s are, 3 3s are and 2 zeros. Then it goes with 2 1s are and 2 150. So 150 into 25. When you multiplied it, you will get 3750. So it is the first part that we suppose. So we will write first part is equal to rupees 3750 and second part is equal to rupees 6000 minus 3750, which will give you 2250. Means the two parts of 6000 is 3750 and 2250, and this is your answer. Okay, now question number 21 is for homework. We have done a question similar to it earlier, so it is your homework, and that is all for today. Have a nice day, everyone.